Munish, if you can hear me, can you hear me, Munish?
Yes, yes.
Okay, great. So, Munish, take us through. There have been multiple raids of the CBI, of the ED, where the Health Minister of Delhi is concerned. What exactly is this case under which he finds himself arrested by the ED?
Well, pretty as far as this entire case is concerned, what ED claims that during the period 2015 and 2016, when Satyendar Kumar Jain was public servant, that that was the time they controlled the laundering. There was accumulation increase to the tune of 4.8 crore, including on Hawala cash transactions. And these companies, according to the report, belongs to Satyendar Jain and his family member. Recently, the Enforcement Directorate.
All right, we seem to be having a bit of an audio link problem. We're going to try and get in my colleague Munish on the latest news break, but viewers, I'm going to take you through that. The ED case of money laundering against the Aam Aadmi Party minister stems from an August 2017 FIR by the CBI against him and others on charges of alleged possession of disproportionate assets. It's a 2017 case. It is an FIR by the CBI against him and others. Now, who are the others? You just heard my colleague Munish translate that into family members of Satyendar Jain. Now, it's a 2017 FIR which is on the charges of alleged possession of disproportionate assets. What does it really mean? If we have Munish Pandey back. Munish, it's a 2017 case under which Satyendar Jain finds himself arrested. Does it have any links to this particular case where the Aam Aadmi Party is concerned? Or is it a personal disproportionate asset case? All right, we're going to try and get Munish Pandey back into this conversation. We're going to try and connect with Munish once again. But viewers, I'll take you back. The ED case of money laundering against the Health Minister stems from the August 2017 FIR by the CBI against him and others on charges of alleged possession of disproportionate asset case. It remains to be seen whether the disproportionate asset case somewhere down the line links to the party, or is it a personal case? One thing that has been established, that this arrest has been made on a 2017 case by the CBI where disproportionate assets are concerned, and the others in question who have been charged with Satyendar Jain are family members of Satyendar Jain. All right, viewers, the latest is as well the Aam Aadmi Party, understandably, because even when the raids were taking place during the Punjab elections, had said that this is all but vendetta politics, that the Bharatiya Janata Party is insecure of the Aam Aadmi Party's rise, especially in Punjab, and are conducting and using central agencies to attack the party, and this was bound to happen. Satyendar Jain would be arrested soon. And that's what's happened as per the Aam Aadmi Party. We're going to try and get in as many reactions as we can from the Aam Aadmi Party as well. I have Munish Pandey live with me once again. Munish, take us through the case under which Satyendar Jain finds himself under arrest. It's a 2017 case. It deals with disproportionate assets. Give us more.
Yeah, well, Preeti, as far as this entire case is concerned, what ED claims that during the period 2015 and 2016, there were several entries regarding certain companies which were controlled by Satyendar Jain and his family members. And as per the ED, there was cash transaction, there were Hawala transaction to the tune of 4.81 crore. And these companies, ED alleges that this belongs to Mr. Satyendar Jain and his family members. Recently, properties worth more than 4.81 crore of these companies were attached by the Enforcement Directorate. Today he was called for questioning, and what ED claims that during the questioning, when he was asked about the cash transactions, he was asked about the Hawala transactions, but he was unable to explain the source of money, and that is why just a while back, he has been placed under arrest by the Enforcement Directorate under Prevention of Money Laundering Act. As far as the other agencies are concerned, remember there have been several raids on Satyendar Jain and his family members by ED and other central agencies. But as far as ED's case is concerned, ED has been pursuing this case from quite some time. He was called in for questioning earlier also. Aam Aadmi Party called it a political vendetta, but ED claims that after getting sufficient evidence, they have arrested Mr. Jain.
You know, what's really interesting is if we just hark back, Satyendar Jain was in charge of multiple portfolios which included health and PWD 4 months ago. PWD, or exactly 2 months ago, if I'm not wrong, PWD was taken away from Satyendar Jain and given to Manish Sisodia as well, because clearly the Aam Aadmi Party knew that there was the ED and CBI heat where Satyendar Jain was concerned. Munish, I want to, get, what are your sources within the ED telling you? Because Satyendar Jain was campaigning for the Aam Aadmi Party in the state of Himachal Pradesh. Was he picked up from Himachal Pradesh?
Preeti, as far as the process of arrest is concerned, there is one thing very clear in the Enforcement Directorate, that the person has to be summoned, he has to appear before the agency, and then only the arrest can take place. This is as per the procedure of the Enforcement Directorate's manual. As far as today's arrest is concerned, Mr. Jain was summoned by the ED. He appeared today before the ED office in Delhi. He was questioned by the officials of headquarters unit, and after the questioning, the ED decided to arrest him based on certain evidence, and the statement which was given by Mr. Satyendar Jain claiming that he is not aware that where this 4.8 crore came to the companies allegedly owned by him.
Lots of BJP reactions coming in right now. Munish, let's cut into Majinder Singh Sirsa from the Bharatiya Janata Party speaking with my sister concern Aaj Tak. Listen in.
अब सबको पता है कि आजकल पैसे का लेन देन कौन कर रहा है पंजाब में, सबको पता है कि दिल्ली के अंदर कौन पैसे का लेन देन करता है, सबको पता है एमएलए की टिकटें कैसे बिकती हैं। माफ करना, मैं बहुत, क्योंकि ये मसला ईडी से रिलेटेड है, ईडी इस केस की इन्वेस्टिगेशन कर रही है, लेकिन सच्चाई हम सबको पता है कि ये बहुत डीप रूटेड है। बहुत कुछ और भी है जो सबकी जानकारी में है, लेकिन वो कभी कितनी देर तक बचा पाएंगे, ये अराजकता वाली बातें भी सामने आ जाएंगी जल्दी आपको। क्योंकि पैसे, आप देख लीजिए, एक बात मैं आपको जानकर डाल दूं, पैसे देना पैसे लेना, ये सबूत को छुपाया नहीं जा सकता। हमें लगता है कि हमने छुपा लिया, नहीं छुपता, क्योंकि देने वाला बता देता है मैंने दिए थे, बीच में जो ड्राइवर होता है वो बोल पड़ता है, बीच में जो डिलीवरी मैन होता है वो बोल पड़ता है, सैकड़ों लोग ऐसे इन्वॉल्व होते हैं, बात छुपती ही नहीं है, चाहे आप कितनी भी छुपाने की कोशिश करें। इसलिए अभी भी बातें सामने आएंगी ना,
ठीक है,
देखना विधानसभा की टिकटें कैसे बिकी है, बात सामने आएगी,
ठीक है,
लोकसभा में कैसे, राज्यसभा कैसी बेची है, ये सारी,
ठीक है सिरसा साहब, बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया आप जुड़े। तो कुल मिला All right, viewers, Majinder Singh Sirsa from the Bharatiya Janata Party. The BJP says that the Aam Aadmi Party, especially when it comes to corruption, what's interesting is not above board, is what the BJP is saying. What's interesting, viewers, in all of this is that till this morning, when he was summoned by the ED, Satyendar Jain was campaigning in the state of Himachal Pradesh, and this morning, his speech there was interesting to note, was a speech against corruption and how the Aam Aadmi Party's calling card would be anti-corruption where Himachal Pradesh is concerned. He was summoned by the ED, and since then the ED has mounted a case where money laundering is concerned. It's a 2017 case and has made that arrest. I want to once again pull in my colleague Munish Pandey into this conversation. Munish, the fact that it's a 2017 case, are there multiple cases that the ED was investigating against Satyendar Jain? 2017 case, what does it entail?
Yeah, well, at least two cases. There are two cases against Mr. Satyendar Jain. One was being investigated by the zonal office of the Enforcement Directorate. The other case was with the headquarter unit. The case in which he has been arrested, that case pertains to the headquarter unit. It was being investigated by the ED from quite some time. But today, when the questioning was taking place, then only ED decided to arrest him. Of course, the timing is very interesting. Many are going to question the timing of his arrest, especially the Aam Aadmi Party. But as far as the ED is concerned, what they are claiming, that recently they attached the property, they had to record statement of Mr. Satyendar Jain. There were certain